Okay, we're going to start reviewing for your final. These are the non-story problems you have. You tear off that front page, okay? So you see your number line. And these rules will be coming later. Fill in the appropriate sign. So circle the number that's smaller, that's closer to this edge here. So you have -3, -7. So here's -3, here's -7. -7's closer, so circle it. So I need to make a nose that goes towards that number. There you go. Okay, 4 and 8, both positives. So you have +4, +8. +4 is closer. So you need to make a sign that goes towards that number, a nose that goes towards that, where the tip points towards that number. Okay. -5 and 2. So it's -5 and +2. So here's -5, here's +2. You need to make a -5's closer. Make a nose that goes towards that number. Okay, that's it on that one. Okay, now you're solving the inequality. Now there's a number line there to put your answer and have it go the right way. You're going to use this, but first you got to get the x by itself. Okay. Now, here's what you're going to line up. You're going to circle the symbol there first. Then, you're going to count how many x's are in the problem. Okay? There's only one. So you write, and that's a good thing. So you write that there's one x, so put good. So I don't have to do anything there. Now, I make kind of a line on this side. There's only one number there, so there's only going to be one thing to do. And you get rid of a +3 with a -3. Now, you need to make a parentheses off to the side and tell what you're going to do with that symbol. Minus and plus, it'll be the same sign. Okay, you write same sign on minus and plus. So what that means, same sign, that sign will be the same. Okay, now so -3, -3. So I have x, and then I take -4 minus 3, and that's -7. Now, does the nose go towards the letter or the number? It goes towards the letter, okay? So if the nose goes towards the letter, what we do is we go find -7, we make a circle and fill it, and if the nose is towards the letter, it's going to go this way, okay? That's what I need. That means the x can be any number this way, starting with -7. -7 is a starting number than anything that way. -8, -9, -10, -11, so forth. Okay, number 5, x minus 5 is greater than or equal to -3. Okay, so again, circle that symbol first. Okay, there's only one x again, so that's a good thing. That's good. Okay, so there's only one number on that side. It's the -5, so there's only one thing to do, so I get rid of a -5 with a +5. Again, whether you minus or plus, it doesn't matter. It will be the same sign. The sign will be the same. So that means this symbol here, this sign, that's the sign I'm talking about. That is the same. Okay, so we get rid of -5 with +5. So we have x on that side. And then we take -3 plus 5, and I got 2. So then I make a circle where the 2's at, right there. And the tip of the nose now goes towards the number. So if the nose goes towards the number, we go this way. Okay. Okay, next problem. We have 1x, and that's good. Circle the symbol first. That's a good thing, so I don't have to worry there, okay, about doing anything. And now there's one number there, so it's just one thing, but it's times 3. So when it's times, I usually circle it, and to get rid of times 3, you divide by 3. Now in division, okay, if we are dividing by a does this 3 I put down, does that have a negative sign? No, it does not. If it doesn't have a negative sign, it's going to be the same sign. Okay, if there's no negative there, you write same sign on dividing. Now, if it's dividing and there's a negative there, you're going to write switch the sign. But if there's no negative there on dividing, you write same sign. So then you divide by 3. So you have x, negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. Okay, so I go find negative 3, I put a circle. The nose goes towards the x, the letter, so it would go this way. So x can be any number going that way. It's like you're listing all the numbers that x could be. The negative 3 is just the starting point. Okay. Number 7, negative 2 times x is less than or equal to 8. So I circle the sign. We only have one x, and that's good. Okay. Okay, so again, there's only one number on that side. So we divide by we circle it first, and then we divide, because it's times, we divide by negative 2. Now, okay, the division, there's a negative there. So you are not going to do the same side. You're going to switch the sign. Because when we divide both sides by a negative, the sign switches. So you need to switch that sign and make the nose go the other way, okay, with the line still there. And then you divide by negative 2. So you have x, and 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. There's negative 4, so the nose goes towards a number, so it's going to head that way. Okay. Next problem. 2 times x minus 6 is less than or equal to 4. Okay. So again, look, circle the sign. There's only one x in the whole problem, and that's good, so we're good there. Now I make the wall. Now there's 2 numbers there, so we put a 1 and a 2. So I'm going to circle the times part. I have to get rid of the minus 6 with plus 6. Here, I'm going to write plus 6. I get rid of the times 2 with divide by 2. Now on minus and plus, it's always same sign. Whether it's minus or plus doesn't matter. Okay? But it's same sign. Now in the divided by, if there's a negative there, it's switch sign, but if there's not a negative there, which there's not a negative there, it's same sign. Okay? Okay. So, same sign, okay? And then plus 6. 2 dot x. 4 plus 6 is 10. I'm going to keep that dot circled. Now divide by 2, it'll be same sign again, and then I divide by 2. So it's x, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 5, and the nose goes towards the letter. So if the nose goes towards the letter, it goes this way. Okay. Number 9, negative 4 times x plus 7 is less than or equal to 27. So there's only one x, and that's a good thing. Okay, circle the sign first. Okay, so now there's 2 numbers on that side, so I circle the times, so it's 1 and 2. So I will get rid of the plus 7 with minus 7, and I will get rid of the times negative 4 with divide by negative 4. Now, the minus 7, minus and plus, it's always the same sign on that step. Now the divide, there's a negative there, so we will switch the sign, not same sign, switch sign. So same sign, I drop it, okay, and then I get rid of plus 7 with minus 7. Then 27 minus 7 is 20. So that step's done. Now, switch the sign, and then divide by the negative 4. So we have x, 20 divided by negative 4 is negative 5. Okay. So the nose points towards a number, and it goes this way. Okay, number 10 and 11, there's not going to be one x, okay? There's two x's here and here. Put 2x. Now that's not good. Don't write bad, but if there's two x's, you actually have to do something. They're on the opposite side, so write that down. So if they're on the opposite side, put an arrow on the one that's on that side, circle the symbol. Put a positive in front of it, doesn't have a sign, and we get rid of that with minus 5x. I'm going to put minus 5x. Okay, now again it's minus, so again the sign will stay. It'll be same sign. Okay, so same sign, then minus 5x, and then you go to the x here and minus 5x. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3, so negative 3x, and then plus the 6, and then you have positive 3 on the other side. Okay. Now you're to 1x. Okay, so make a line. And that's so if there's two x's, if they're on opposite sides, you either plus or minus the one over here. If it's plus, you put the plus, you need to minus 5x. Minus 5x, what that says. Minus and plus, the sign's the same. Okay. Okay, so there's two numbers on that side. We get rid of the plus, put a multiplication dot, because there's a multiplying. That's a multiplying number there, the one that's right in front of the x with nothing in between it, and you circle it. So you get rid of the plus 6 with minus 6, and you get rid of the times negative 3 with divide by negative 3. So again, plus and minus is always the same sign. Divide with a negative is a switch the sign. Okay, now execute these, so same sign. Get rid of your plus 6 with minus 6. So we have negative 3 times x, and then 3 minus 6 is going to be negative 3. Now, before we divide, we have to switch the sign, okay, because we have a division with a negative. So we divide by negative 3. So I have x, negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So I go find 1, circle. The nose, okay, is going towards the x. So if the nose is toward the letter, it's going to go this way. Okay, number 11, 3x plus 5 plus 5x greater than or equal to 21. So how many x's do we have? We have 2. So there's 2 x's. Now I circled that. Now they're on the same side of the circle, okay? On the same side of that circle I made. That's why it's important we make the circle. They're on the same side, not opposite sides, so it's same side, okay? So if they're on the same side, you're going to make a V, okay? You're not going to be you're going to make a V with a plus sign in it. That's what we do when they're on the same side, okay? And it'll be the same sign. We will not change the sign. Same sign. So I'm going to put the same side, and now I'm going to connect these with a V and put a plus sign. So I just add those. I write x down, and then 3 plus 5 is 8. Then those are crossed out, then that plus 5 comes into play. And 21 on the other side. Now, keep circling that sign, okay? There are two numbers on that side. So we have times 8 and plus 5. So get rid of the plus 5 with minus 5. And again, plus and minus is always the same sign, okay? You can see here I'm plussing too, so it's same sign, okay? And then the second one is dividing by 8, okay? Now, I'm dividing, but there's no negative with the 8. There's no negative there. See here, there was a negative, so that was switch sign. Here, there's no negative, so that's same sign. Okay. So minus 5, remember, same sign. So minus 5. So 8 times x. 21 minus 5 is 16. And then divide by 8. That's the same sign too, because even though we're dividing, there's not a negative with the 8. So we have x, 16 divided by 8 is 2. So we have 2. The nose points towards a number, so nose pointing number goes this way. Okay, that's the end of that concept. Now, number 12. We have to solve for y and x here. There's no number line to it. So x equals negative 2y minus 6, and then 4x minus 5y equals 12. Okay? So, what we need to do, circle the equals, and if there's a letter by itself, it can be x or y, we box it up and we write the word base. Now on the other side we make a circle and write the word replace. Okay? Now you write the other equation, 4x minus 4y equals 12. And whatever letter is the base, this is x as the base, you put that one in parentheses, then you cross it out, and you put the whole thing that's in the replace circle. Negative 2y minus 6. So you see a 4, you put a 4. Then you make the parentheses, and you put negative 2y minus 6 inside the parentheses. Now after the parentheses, see where my pen's at? We have minus 4y equals 12. Now I will be solving for y first. Well, first I need to distribute, okay? So the number outside the parentheses is 4, so I'm distributing 4 into the parentheses. So I write 4 down twice. First I have negative 2y, and then I have negative 6. So you write y down, then you take 4 times negative 2, and that is negative 8. Then no letter here, 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. Then we cross that out, put your equals, just line it up, and just put negative 8y minus 24. Now we have to put down this negative 4y that's behind the parentheses, and then 12. Okay? Now, instead, please, of writing how many x's there are, there's going to be 2 y's, okay? So just write 2 letters, okay? 2 y's this time, just write 2 y's. And here's the equals, so that's like my symbol, and they're on the same side, okay? So same side is the V with a plus, okay? Same side, 2 y's is the same side with a V with a plus. Okay, now we don't have to worry about the sign because there's no sign, it's just an equals to. So I don't have to write that same side, that switch, same sign, switch signs. So you make your V with your letters and you add. Now the letters I will be adding is negative 8 and negative 4. So negative 8 plus negative 4 is negative 12. Then I put the minus 24 and then 12. Now, 1 and 2. Okay, because we have 2 numbers on that side. Put a times dot there. And we have to get rid of the minus 24 with plus 24. And we get rid of the times negative 12 with divide by negative 12. Okay. So, plus 24. Plus 24. We don't have to worry about what we're doing with the sign because it's just an equals. That's 36. Now, divide by negative 12. And 36 divided by negative 12 is negative 3. So there's your answer for y. Now to find x, if there's a replace circle, what you do is put a times dot between the negative 2 and the y, and you just put your answer, negative 3, in that place. Okay. Now you enter what's in the replace circle. Okay. Negative 2 times negative 3 minus 6, the whole thing. I got 0. So x equals 0 now. Now number 13, here are my equals. Now there's no base letter by itself. I don't do the base replace. I make the columns like I'm used to doing. That's a 3 down there. Okay, so you go plus. 3 plus negative 6 is negative 3x. 5 plus 3 is 8y, positive 8y. And then 42 plus negative 6 is 36. So I did not get my 0. So I switched the plus to minus. 3 minus negative 6. 3 minus negative 6. I got 9. So 9x. 5 minus 3. I got 2. So that's positive 2y. Then 42 minus negative 6, that's going to be 48. So I didn't get anywhere, so I have to do my multiplication. Okay. So we have negative 6 here. And we have 3 here. Okay, so I take negative 6 times 3. It's going to be negative 18x. Then I take negative 6 times 5. That's going to be negative 30y. Equals, and then I take negative 6 times 42. I got negative 252. Now bottom, negative 6 times 3 is negative 18x. 3y times 3 is positive 9y. Remember, and then negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. Now you always want to go to minus now, okay? Minus. Redraw the columns. Minus. Because you see negative 18 minus negative 18 is 0. So 0x. You can cross that out now. Negative 30 minus 9. 9's positive, so I just hit 9 is negative 39y. And then negative 252 minus negative 18 is negative 234. So I just have one thing to do because there's only one number there, and that's divide by negative 39. So negative 234 divided by negative 39 is going to be 6. So y is 6. Now, I don't have the replace circle, so I circle the top equation when using this method. 3x plus 5y equals 42. I put the times dots in, and y is 6. So you got to take 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30, and it's positive 30. So we have 3 dot x plus 30 equals 42. And now I do my 1 and my 2. So minus 30, and that's 12. 42 minus 30 is 12. Oh, sorry, I didn't write my steps. I'm sorry. We get rid of the plus 30 with minus 30. And we get rid of the times 3 with divide by 3. So I already minus the 30. Now I have to divide by 3. And 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Okay, and then only one of these. Now, you need to graph and you need to color one of the sides. So you write that down twice. You just took a test on this. Okay? So, this is M, this is B. We got to get the line down first. So slope, y-intercept. So the slope is my M, the y-intercept is my B. Remember, this is X, this is Y. So slope is 3 over 1, and then minus 6 is, negative 6 is my y-intercept. So on the y, I go to negative 6, make a point, and then from there 3 is positive, so it's up 3 and 1 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Take your ruler, get one for me if I forgot to give it to you, and make the line. Now you need your 2 points, your X, Y point, one on each side of our line. So I pick one of my points, I'll pick this one. This one would be 3 to negative 3. And then I'll go this way. This would be negative 1 to negative 3. Okay, so X, put 3 in for X, and put negative 3 in for Y. So we have negative 3. So then we take 3 times 3, which is 9, positive 9. And we take positive 9 minus 6, and that's 3. Okay? Positive 3. So you circle the one that's closest here. So negative 3 is closer. And the nose does go towards that. That's a yes. So I put yes on that point. Now, negative 1 goes in for X. And negative 3 goes in for Y. So we have the value negative 3 on that side. And I have to take 3 times negative 1. And that's negative 3. Then we go negative 3 minus 6. That's negative 9. Okay? You're on computer today. Okay, so negative 3, negative 9, negative 9, negative 3. Negative 9 is closer, but the nose doesn't go towards that. That's a no. So you color the yes side.